everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I've got an epic one today. It was supposed to come out Friday or last Friday, and I somehow messed up the way I had things scheduled. So I'm getting this one out today. Like I said, epic. Let me show you what we got. That's right. We've got the Mattel Creations San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Ultimate John Cena. Beautiful packaging. That's awesome right there. So one thing I did do is I got a second one. I'm going to go ahead and do this part right here during the intro. So yeah, look at that. So I got a second one so I could keep one in the package. But this one right here, he's coming out. I don't have a John Cena, or I didn't have a John Cena other than the clear one up until now. Now I don't remember where I put it. But now I have a John Cena, and it's Ultimate. You guys know me. I love my Ultimate editions. And I have a second one so I can actually display him in the box, and I can add John to the background display, which is fixing to get completely revamped, so stay tuned for that as well. But for now, let's head over to the stage. Let's check out Ultimate John Cena. All right, so we've got John Cena up here on the stage. This is that outer box shell, which is really nice. As you can see, we've got the picture of John running. It's very hard to see with the glare. I've been trying to mess with the lighting and everything to get that a little bit better, but it's got several pictures around him of him through the years. The sides, I don't know if that's going to show up too well. Yeah, you can see it. It says John Cena. The back is just solid blue with the WWE logo. And then this side, we've got the portrait. We've got John Cena. That's a young John with the Champ is Here shirt on and the spinner title. So we'll get the other box out now and check that out. One more look at the front of that. Now let's open this part up. All right, so here's this portion of the box. As you can see, this is not our typical Ultimate Edition packaging, which when you're talking about a San Diego Comic-Con Mattel Creations exclusive, we wouldn't expect that. It does say Ultimate Edition right here at the top. It says Ultimate Edition, highly detailed action figure, authentic ring attire, which is very cool. This packaging is meant to be reminiscent of the very first action figure he had in the Mattel line, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. I believe that's what this is supposed to look like. So you can see we've got a large window, which is rare. We don't get large windows. Well, I guess we do on the Ultimates, but for the most part, we don't get large windows anymore. I'll let you see. We've got 4 titles down there and one on his waist. Several heads. So on the side, we have another window. You can't see much. There you go. There is a window on the top. And then we've switched to this side. We've got the same thing. Yeah, the WWE logo, John Cena, and a side window. Now the back is where we get really different. So we have a window in the back. Now this is just a cutout. There's nothing covering that. You stick your finger right in there, and but the figure is in plastic from that point. So what you got here, we've got our typical little snippets to read, and then we see some John Cena figures through the years. We'll look at those John Cena figures real quick. We got WrestleMania 20 from 2004. We got WrestleMania 22 from 2006. We've got Royal Rumble 2008, and then Crown Jewel 2023. Now that's just a couple selections. There is a ton of other John Cena figures. Those may be all the different Ultimates he's had. Uh, I'm not 100% sure on that because he's had several Ultimates too. And I've been wanting a John Cena Ultimate because I'm an Ultimate guy. So that's what I was wanting, and they released this one, and I jumped on it. So I'll read this stuff up top real quick. Height / weight, 6'1", 251 pounds. Titles, 16-time world champion, 17-time now. United States champion, WWE Tag Team champion. Did you know John Cena has won more world championships at WrestleMania than any other superstar in WWE history? Huh. Isn't that interesting? It's insane. He's highly decorated. He's had a stellar career. He's transitioned that into an acting career, which I mean, he's had hits and misses, but he's done great for himself. And the fact that he's getting to retire on his own the way he's doing and getting this retirement tour in, it's been really cool. I think the fact that they finally did the heel turn, and it was good at first, but they just didn't know how to run John Cena as a heel. And I don't know that John Cena knew how to do a heel anymore. I mean, he was okay, but it just wasn't. All of us fans we were like, yes, he finally did it. And then we were all like, yeah, but I'm still cheering for him. So is this really working? But that being said, flip this back around. We've got a lot to get into on this one. He's got several titles, like I said, and I've got something to say about the titles. And I understand why there's one missing that I would prefer to be in there, but we'll talk about that in just a second. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna open this up, and I'll probably show you how I got it open because I'm not sure exactly the best way to open this. So once I do that, I'll kind of give you an idea. So if you get one and you want to open it up, you can do it without damaging the box. So be right back. All right, so real quick, I've got my box here. Make sure you can see it. So I opened mine from the top, and the reason I was worried about that is because the plastic piece inside that held John Cena in is the same shape as the box, so it fits all out into these corners. So I was worried that when I tried to pull it from the top, it wouldn't come out easily or possibly tear the thing, but it's relatively soft. It wasn't a problem, so the top works pretty good. If you have this figure and you've unboxed it, let me know how you opened it. Did you open it from the top? I don't think the bottom's an option. The sides may be an option, but I didn't try that. It looked like the top was the best option. So let me know how you did it down in the comments, and let's get John out. I got to cut a few little plastic things to get him out. Okay, so got him out of the box. I was able to keep the pose. I cheated to keep him in that running pose, and I did. I used some stands that I have. Actually, it's some new stands that I got at a toy show. If you're interested in seeing, actually the guy that made those, talk about them, check out my full video from the toy show over on Gladiator Toys. He really goes into detail about those stands. This is the first wrestling figure I've got them to work on. So for the most part, if they're wearing boots, it doesn't work on the wrestling figures. But the ones that are wearing shoes, it looks like they can work on those. So one thing I'm going to say as we get into checking this figure out, when it comes to the packaging, one more time, they did something I didn't like. They put a piece of tape across the front of all four of those titles. Like to keep them from moving around. And I get that may have been needed, but I've had so many things come in that molded plastic, and when it's done right, that those things don't move. Putting tape across the front of those titles kind of bugs me. Because if any of that gold paint or whatever they're using there would have come off with that tape, oh, I'd have been highly agitated. So, as you can see, we've got all the heavyweight titles he's held through the years, except the one that he held this year, if I'm not mistaken. So, what I do wish they'd have got, because he's got the spinner title on his waist, what I do wish they had done was included the spinner United States. And I get what they were going for. They were going for all his heavyweight titles. But I don't know. That United States title is the first one he ever won. It's the first one he did the spinner to. And I know a lot of people aren't too keen on the spinner. I'm not either. But it's an important piece of John Cena's history. So I thought that would have been a good one to include. When I figure out exactly how I'm going to display this, I will definitely try to track that spinner belt down for the U.S. title so it goes with him. Because like I said, I just feel like that's important. So he comes with the big chain necklace thing with the hustle, loyalty, respect emblem on it. He's got a hat on. The hat's removable. If you can see down there, there's another head right here that also has a removable hat. There you go. But the hats are exactly the same. I wish they had, if they're going to include two hats, they'd have done two different hats. I wish they'd have included a different shirt as well, so you could get much more John Cena through the years from it. But it's okay. Wanted to see the difference. Does this one not come off? Hold on. So we have this head, which the hat is molded onto. So this hat doesn't come off. So that's why they did that. Now, I just kind of complained about that, but at the same time, in several other videos, I have said when they're going to do hats, they need to do one where it's molded and then have one that you can remove it so you have that same face twice over. And they did that with this one. So I guess I should shut up about complaining. But his hats fit fine because he has short hair. It's the ones with long hair that becomes a problem with, and the hat looks goofy. Refer back to one of the last Undertaker figure reviews I did. But either way, it's very cool. Let me show you some of the other heads it came with here. If I can focus on it, there we go. There's that one. Now we've got this one where I just assume, what in the world? I can't get it in. There we go. I just assume he's screaming, "The champ is here!" So that's got to be what that's for. Focus. He also came with some hands. So on him, he's got one weapon holder and just an open palm hand. He's got the matching hands for the opposite side for both of those. He's also got the "you can't see me" hands where they're wide open. All the fingers are wide open doing the "you can't see me" thing. He's got a complete set of those. And he's got closed fist. So on that front, he's completely handled. The shirt is a great shirt. Let me see if I can take that title off so you can see the shirt is exactly the way it's supposed to be. Give you a good look at that. There is no Velcro on the shirt. So, focus. See, it's got the title printed on the shirt. It says "The champ is here." And then the back, that's that same. This is what his pendant on that chain looks like. But give you a little better look at his face. It's that same face sculpt as the other head was that had the hat. It's just the hat, just not removable. So now I understand why it's got two hats. They must have been listening to me talk about their hats not fitting right. So very cool. Let me see if I can get him to really. Now we're going to play. I messed with the legs just a little bit, so now he wants to. There, is he gonna do it? What the hell was that back there? Things making noise. Can y'all hear that? Something making noise in my room. I don't think I have any haunted figures in here. Who knows? So the spinner really does kind of spin. You can hear it rattle. I will end up putting it back on him. I'm completely happy. I finally have me an Ultimate Edition John Cena. I thought about getting the newer one. I know the Chase Collector has that one. Where I don't. The only thing I can describe the colors are like Gulf, the fuel brand, the light blue and orange. And it's a modern John Cena, which is fine. It's a good Ultimate figure. I've messed with the Chase Collectors. It's a nice figure. I like it. It wouldn't bother me to have it. I just was like, I know something's got to be coming. Like something's about to happen. John Cena's not doing this retirement tour thing, and then there not be some badass figures come from it. So I was correct, and I got in on this before it sold out. It was like instant because I had an alarm set. I was out setting up my booth at the Nashville Flea Market. If you didn't already know, I set up a booth out there. I don't sell wrestling stuff, so that's all mine. I don't get rid of that. But anyways, I was setting up and I had an alarm set. And as you know, the day this came out, Hogan passed away as well. So things were just crazy at that moment. And when the alarm goes off, I'm like, okay, I gotta be on Mattel's website. So I had the website pulled up. And as soon as it turned to 11 o'clock, the website refreshed. And it instantly said sold out. And I thought, how in the world? I never even got a chance to click on it. But then it refreshed again and said add to cart. And I hit boom, add to cart. Went to the cart, moved it up to 2. That way, that's the max you can get. So I did 2, went through it. And it said you're now in line to pay for it. And you're not guaranteed until you're finish this process. So I finished the process and bam, it went right through. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get it. Thank you. So this is one that my collection was lacking. I did not have a John Cena up to this one, other than the clear one. I did get my hands on that one, but yeah, I'm super happy with this one now. Let me know in the comments down below if you were interested in this figure or if it was a hard pass for you. What do you think now that you've seen it out of the box? See what it comes with. I could tell you're dealing with. When we're talking about the articulation, I didn't really get into that. It's an Ultimate Edition figure. So you've got double jointed knees. As you can see, they're covered with his jorts, but they are double jointed. He's got double jointed elbows. It looks like knees and elbows are all pinless. Let me double check that. Yeah. So that's all pinless. We've got butterfly joints on the shoulders. Yeah. I mean, you can see you can get him in this pose, and you can get him in this pose without the stands. I'm just I don't have a lot of time to make this video, so I didn't have time to mess with him and really pose him. But he's got the ankle articulation, he's got the toe, and all of that. So you can definitely get him in this running pose without that. Let me double check something real quick. Okay, so check this out. This is a minor detail, but it's a detail. He's got his Word Life belt. Is that his underwear? It's got to be underwear, because that's his belt right there. The black part right here is the belt. That's the belt. So he's got. That's funny. I was honestly just checking to see if he had a painted shirt underneath, which he doesn't, which is great. Check that out. So nice. I didn't get you. Didn't really show the kicks off that much. I'll pop a stand off and let you check those out. There's the kicks. They're not much to them. They didn't go into a lot of detail on those, which is fine. It's no big deal. They do look good though. Got his wrist sweat things. Does have one up on the bicep on that arm. So yeah, very cool. So if you have this figure, let me know in the comments down below if you've had any bad luck with it. I would love to hear about it. Everything I've felt so far, it feels really good in hand. I gotta get him posed again now. I messed him up. What did I do? Woo-wee. Okay, maybe that'll get me to the end of the video. Yeah. Great figure. The packaging is phenomenal. Like I said, I did get two, so I will have one on display somewhere still in the package, and this guy will be part of probably part of my main display that sits behind me during the podcast. I won't be he won't be posed in a running position more than likely, but I have thought about rearranging that into that display that sits behind me into a just tons of action going on instead of them all just standing there stoic like. So stay tuned to see if that update happens. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash that like button. That like button means so much. You have no idea. It brightens my day. It pops on that algorithm, and that algorithm is very important. So smash that like button. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of John Cena making a fool of me. Believe this guy? I'll get him stood up again. Really? Playing with me. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on those notification bells so you don't miss any of the other great content I got coming. Plus, every Sunday, live, 7 p.m. Central. Come check out the podcast, Gladiator Wrestling Podcast. Having a great show. We had an awesome show this weekend. It's a little bit different. We went out of our comfort zone a little bit, and it turned out great. Holy cow. I've just turned this whole thing into a mess now. He does not want to go back to his pose. Got it. It was the ankle. Should have known. What happened there? Anyways. Subscribe, notification bells. And if you haven't checked out our other channels, check out my other channel, Gladiator Toys. All my other action figures and collectibles are over on that channel. So go give that one a check. Check out the Chase Collector, the other half of GWP. See what he's got going on. He's got tons of stuff going on his channel. Possibly a revamp of his channel coming soon. So check that out and stay tuned to see what he does. Check us out on TikTok. Our third member is over on TikTok as well. He's got Lucha OKC. So check that out on TikTok. Plus, Gladiator Wrestling Podcast, Gladiator Toys, and the Chase Collector all have TikTok pages. And make sure you're checking all that out. With all that being said, it's time for me to shut up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Gladiator out.